Thanks for sticking with us. And Guy, I am so excited about this next segment. We have furry creatures on our set.
Why am I not surprised?
Pine Forest Elementary and Willow Creek Elementary are one of 2 schools out of 6 in our district that are fortunate enough to participate in the Canine Therapy Program. This is a program that was made possible by a grant through the Humble ISD Education Foundation. This program has been instrumental in our schools and in encouraging the emotional well-being of some of our most at-risk students, increasing students' confidence in reading, decreasing stress, eliminating test anxiety, and overall promoting positive social interactions in our classrooms. Each comfort dog goes through a very comprehensive training program before they can be certified as an AKC certified comfort dog and being introduced to our campuses. So here today to talk about this fantastic program, we have Jennifer Vandenbrook, who is the counselor at Pine Forest Elementary, and her precious Lila Bell, her canine counselor. Yes. And we also have Michelle Hise, who is the reading academic lead teacher at Willow Creek Elementary, and her sweet, sweet Chelsea, who is her canine counselor. Welcome to all of you. And I have to say, this is so fun to have you guys along with our canine counselors here. We're not used to having furry creatures.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We're not. Well, maybe a few. We just didn't tell them who it was,
very
right?
Common.
Absolutely. They are. So, Jennifer, can you tell us about the training that Lila Bell and Chelsea had to go through before they could become certified canine counselors?
Yes. Before they were both certified, Chelsea and Lila, as AKC Good Canine Citizen Program Comfort Dogs, we went through a quite intense 12 to 16 week training. We chose Let's Go Positive Reinforcement Dog Training with Bobby Smith. It was fantastic. The first aspect of the training involved 3 evaluation sessions looking at the team, and the team involved the handler and the dog to look at the handler's commitment to the training, but also the dog's temperament, and to match to make sure that the dog would be a good fit for a comfort dog in the school setting. After the 3-session evaluation, both dogs went through that. The first level is basic obedience training, where the dogs learn to sit and follow basic commands by the handler through the trainer. And then the second level of training went into more basic obedience training, but it focuses on the 3 Ds, duration, distance, and distractions in the social setting. So we went to stores, we went on campus for a lot of training, but we also did training with other dogs, because if we're ever called upon to, unfortunately there are crisis events that happen in the district, the dogs have to know and be able to have that comfort level with each other and know that, have that comfort level. So after the level 2 training, then there's an evaluation of the dog and mostly the handler. Then they're certified.
I love that.
And so they both have their Canine Good Citizen certificates and comfort dogs. They have their official uniform of the vest. And then we call our program, through Bobby's training, we call it Humble ISD's Love on a Leash.
Oh,
It is so awesome.
it really is awesome. And I'm amazed at really all that you do have to go through. Not only you as the handler, but the dogs have to experience.
Lila was I was in training from August all the way through the middle of January. So quite significant.
Well, you know, and that's really my question. So, Michelle, I'm curious. When I think about, what you do, literally, it's 16-hour days. I mean, it just that's what it takes, and that's what you give. So why the commitment, and what is Chelsea doing for you?
It started out kind of a little selfish. I love dogs, and I thought, wow, it would be so cool to have her come to school with me. And I know if I feel that way, there's, children as well as adults who love it as well. And so I tried to think of how I could incorporate that in what I do on a daily basis, which part of it involves interventions with struggling readers. And, there tends to be some negative connotations when you have to pull kids from the regular instruction to give them reading interventions that they need, but it's frustrating to have to practice something you don't do well already, and you have to stick with that. And so I was trying to think of a way to make it more positive and motivating. And so the title of the grant for Chelsea was Literacy Unleashed. And so within that, they not only come for their reading interventions, but we incorporate weekly reading time where they read to Chelsea. I did some research, and they have such more positive results when students get to read to someone who's non-judgmental. She just listens and loves unconditionally, and she's not going to correct them or tell them they're doing anything wrong. And then Bobby also equipped us with some tricks for the dogs to do with the kids, and so they get to do a little bit of that as well. And it's impacting them exactly how I had envisioned, because two of my little first graders just last week told me that everybody's so jealous when we get to come see you, and that's it's a positive twist to something that typically isn't always so pleasant. So that's been really nice. And then we've expanded that into our PBIS program to encourage positive behavior with all of our students. We didn't want to just share her with just a few, so we've tried to expand that and share her with more.
She's very popular on campus.
Yes,
I would imagine that everybody wants to spend some time with her. They're waving us on, but really quick. Jennifer, I want to talk to you about your program that you have at Pine Forest, the tail wagging tutoring, which I think is a very cute name.
Thank you.
And what is Lila Bell's role that she plays on campus and with the students at Pine Forest?
In addition to the guidance small group and individual counseling sessions, the students have those opportunities to interact with Lila. They also have the unique opportunity to read to her during our tail wagging tutoring, which I've created a schedule through Sign Up Genius where the teachers sign up for 15-minute increments, and they send the students to me in my counseling corner, and the students have the opportunity to practice fluency and reading to her. Oftentimes students are self-conscious and they're nervous to read aloud to peers. Well, this removes that obstacle, and they're focused solely on petting her. They're in a relaxed state, they're comforted by her, and they're just focused solely on the reading. And what I love about it is it helps to build and foster relationships with students and all staff. Lila is open to staff as well to come and pet her and relax. Absolutely.
Well, and something else that's really wonderful, and hopefully we can share with our viewers, this would not be possible without grant money that was made available through the Humble ISD Education Foundation. Really a fabulous organization within the school district that actually allows for opportunities like this to be made available to our teachers, our staff, and ultimately to our students. So I have a feeling after this that the grant applications for canine therapy dogs are going to increase, because I think other schools will see the success that both of your schools have had and would really like to replicate it. And what wonderful, wonderful creatures you guys have. They've been fabulous guests. They haven't barked. They haven't moved. Wow, just I'm impressed with just how well behaved they are. So clearly the training worked.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you to you both for being here and sharing this wonderful program with us and with our viewers. And stick with Guy and I. We've got more great stories to share.